What the hell were we doing? So I think we'd done our first race. I don't know how I see that. How do we tell? Yeah, I think this is our first race. We got 15 points from it, which is far better than I anticipated. There we go. We've obviously finished 11th, I'm guessing, which is quite good for us, considering. We've got something happening at the HQ. We've got a factory being built. I wonder if I should have gone in harder with the factory work. Remember to reject the pit crew members in the scouting, or they'll stay there. Oh, I see. Okay, so... Oh, I see. So you get rid of them and they bring in new ones. Right, I get what you're saying. I never knew that. Okay. Let's just reject a couple. I'm not too worried about them. You're pretty rubbish I mean, you're good at the jacking. Fine. Okay. We probably need to swap some of these, but for the time being, we're so rubbish. I don't want to spend the extra 200k every time. What we got going on? We're working on a new engine. And we were improving some parts. I think we're all good with these parts that we're improving over here. So you were just working on the performance for these. You were trying to improve the reliability, and I think that's fine. We're working on a new engine over here, so we should be able to replace this one with a better one. Okay, I think we're good for the time being. I think we just keep going. Sponsor select. 16 or above, we get 75k. 8 or above, we get 500k. Now, interestingly, all of the teams in this were pretty poor this first season. Hi, White and Blue. How are you? Good to see you again. I mean, for the sake of 75k, I think we go for it, don't we? I think we try and get the 500, only because so many teams are so poor at the moment. Okay. Upfront payment of 100k, bonus payment of 650k if we finish second or above. I guess I just accept one of these, the shortest one maybe, or not this one. Maybe this one is 4 races is 100k. Do I just hold on? Do I take one? Do these get replaced? I've got loads of questions about the game. If I don't accept any of these, do they eventually drop off after one race and we get a new one? I'm guessing that's how it works. Because I don't really want any of those. I guess we need to improve our marketability, really. But we're just going to go for it. We're going straight in. Don't expect any pro plays, Redictor. I'm not very good at this. I make a lot of mistakes, mainly because two things: I don't understand motor racing, and I don't understand management. They're the two areas where I really struggle. One thing I always struggle with is the amount of fuel I need in the car. That's quite high on my list of things to worry about. Okay, right. So what you're saying is we're pretty rubbish as a team, and we started at the bottom, so we kind of understand that. I think one thing we could potentially do is look at getting a different driver that will pay us. I guess we're going to send you out just simply because of the feedback you give us. One thing I'm intrigued about is, do different drivers have different car setups? So, for example, if I put Canert out in car 2, and then put Faith back in car 2, would she have a different setup? In which case, it was better to send out the main driver, or does that not matter? Okay, I think we're just going to go down here, bring down the acceleration a little bit. Okay, I think that seems fine. I wonder if we had a saved one from here. Where are we? Munich. No. Okay. Are we in Munich? I can't remember where we are. Oh, well, not that it really matters. Okay, you're fine. And I guess we'll send you out on mediums. I didn't look at the weather. What's it supposed to be doing on the race tomorrow? Rubbish. Oh, God. Every time. All right, I do this every time. I should start with the the wings, shouldn't I, to adjust things. Okay, we're going to go with that. We'll just see what feedback we get. Perfect. Off you go, everybody. When I say perfect, I don't mean perfect, you know, but we'll take the practice. We'll get the feedback in. Okay. I think we're just going to send you straight out and bring you straight back in. That's all fine. And we'll do the same with you. I don't like getting old or older because I realised that I played this game, what, 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, and I can't remember anything. Literally every game I play, I have to relearn every time I play it because things just don't stick. Anyway, let's not worry about that. The woes of being old and having a broken toilet. Right. You're going to look at the weather by going to the standings and click the calendar above the constructors' standings. Okay. Oh. Thanks, Alexa. Alexa's telling me that there's a parcel being delivered.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Thanks. Thanks for that. Okay. Oh, I need to bring these people in. Whoops. I was just going to let them... Oh, I've sent them round. Rubbish. Okay. Oh, well, I guess we're getting 2 laps. It's not quite what I meant to... Oh, no. Good. They hadn't come around to the pitch yet. I thought we were these ones. Right. The downforce hasn't gone very well. Okay. I think we're going to go something like this, I guess. Let's just get you back out there. Didn't do very well with either of these. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay. Okay, I guess we go with something like this and just see... Oh no, we need to move that. Okay, something like this, I suppose, just to see. This music is very tense for what is me essentially sliding some bars up and down. Yeah, Faith and Canna, we started right at the very bottom of all of the tables with the with all of the lowest things. So we're really terrible. And added to the fact that I'm really terrible. I think I'm going to bring them in again straight away. Just see if we're any better. But yeah, we're kind of right at the very bottom, and I wasn't really sure what to improve too soon. I felt like the drivers were probably one thing that sounds a bit silly, being a racing game. I felt like the drivers were the thing we could leave till last, because if we've got a crap car, even the best driver isn't going to get much out of it. So that was the thought process anyway. You'll be surprised to hear that I actually had a thought process. Turned up the difficulty on Motorsport Manager 3 on the mobile. It's so much harder and more fun. Yeah, I think I have 2 on the mobile and I've never played it. I'm not really one for mobile games, to be fair. Okay, we're getting a bit better. So we know that we've gone from poor to very poor. So I'm guessing the handling needs to be right at the other end of the spectrum. Wonder if that's too far. Oh, right. We'll leave it there anyway. We'll see what happens. I just need to tweak this slightly, I guess. Okay, this seems fine. Let's send you out and see how we get on. I quite like this. It's like a weird little mini game. Let's have a little look. Yeah, I didn't really think about that. I suppose marketability is the biggest thing of getting a new driver in, because they're going to bring in more money. Okay, so we went from good to good. Great. We're now greats on both of these. I feel like that's sending us the wrong way. But we could have gone too far, I guess. I am so rubbish at this. I'm so rubbish at this. Right, okay. So we want to tweak this way a little bit, I think. Alright, Jesus. What is it with you, Alexa? Okay, I think something like this, maybe. That's going to do us for now. We're going to send them out and see how we go on. Okay. What happened? What did you type? I apologize. I don't know what you said or what the bot thought you said. But I'm sure it was all fine. I'd watch out for that 1 second ban. It's not good for you, right? Yeah, marketability, I'm guessing, is quite key to all of this. But I guess the more we have, the more money we're going to bring in. I think we just leave them out, don't we? I think we just let them go for it. Build up that knowledge and so on and so forth. Holy crap, we overtook someone as well. Well, they overtook us back. We're not good on that straight. I like that you're now about to try and find out what the bad word was. I'm sure it's fine though. No. We're all grown-ups probably. Right. Okay, that looks good. I think we just leave them out here. How long left of practice? Where does it say? 4 minutes. Okay, I think we're just going to speed this up and let them go. We're actually getting a flying lap in. Oh my word, we're 18th. Pretty impressive. And 19th. Not quite what we were looking for. So much for my greater than 8 for whatever that result was. I'm intrigued by this game because the whole are we any better? We are. Look at that, up to 16th. So I'm intrigued by this game because the whole season 2, we start with, yeah, I'll have to have a look at it as to why everything disappeared. Sorry. One thing I don't understand about this game is why season 2 you start with the least reliable car, and every team starts with that. I mean, I get it. I get that cars, you go through practice and so on and so forth, but isn't practice like a really long period? And teams do so much work on their cars the season before to get this car ready for this season. I find it really weird. I find the whole let's just leave it and figure out sort of what happens in the races. I probably should have brought them in and fixed some of these things, but it's not the end of the world. We're not very good anyway. Okay, not great. Okay, this lady peed herself because she's a mega fan. Okay. 8 for above for that 500k doesn't seem likely at this moment in time. Okay, so they give us sun. Thanks for the tip. What is happening? What is happening with the bot? Who knows? Okay. Again, I apologize. What was? Oh, you can't tell me what the word was. Right. We know it's going to be sunny for both days. I guess I go with performance increase and pit stop guru, I think. And for you, we don't have ultra soft tires, so I guess just these two. Maybe we might have to replace parts, so I think we go quick fix. Okay. Oh, I see. Right, I'll have a look. Let me make a note. Who'd have thought my bot doesn't like ass? You're no bot of mine, ass. Right, okay. I think we just go with this. I mean, I know we could tweak it a little bit and get great. Maybe we use this one. This one was slightly better, right? Okay, fine. Tyre choice. So do we go mediums and... How much fuel can we get in the car? 12 laps. 29. Okay. So I think we go soft tyres, push it as hard as we can. We'll push it as hard as we can and then we'll go from there, right? Okay, I think we just go with what we've got. One thing I don't know, one thing I don't quite know is it beneficial to take less fuel and then push the engine hard on less fuel for shorter amount of laps, or is it better to have more fuel and push the engine hard for as long as possible? I don't know what's quicker out of those two things, if that makes sense. Is it quicker to go faster for longer but be heavier, or is it quicker to go faster for shorter and be lighter? I'm not sure what the approach is there. I think we're going to try the two differently. We're going to put you on... Let's put you on like 10 laps. Okay. And we're pretty good here, I think. That was great. So if we could tweak it a little bit without changing anything else, we could have great. I think we're just going to ignore it. Okay, we're going to leave you on full fuel. Okay. Yeah, we definitely have to do at least 2. I would imagine probably more based on how crap our car is. But okay. We're going for it. We're going all out. Quite hot as well. Here we go, everybody. Anthony is 5th. Gomez is 10th. Oh, it's a good start. Oh, come on. It was a good start until she drove into the back of someone. And we're losing places instantly. Yeah, I think we're just going to push it for a few laps as hard as we can and see what we end up with. Gomez is in a battle, taking places and losing places. Oh, it's coming up the inside. Ooh. Okay. Holding on to that 6th place. I like it. Gomez is in a right old battle, and Anthony is pushing for holding off 7th and pushing against 5th. I like it. Ooh, unlucky. Yeah, I think until we improve our car enough, there isn't a huge amount of point in worrying too much about it, I think, is the honest answer. Oh, someone is off. Our hopes of 8th have increased. I think we're going to have to... Let's bring the tyres down a little bit. Okay. Since you're not doing great... I take it there wasn't a yellow flag or anything for that crash. Yeah, I apologise for the bot. I will take a look at the bot. It's going to be a relatively shortish stream today, but I'm probably going to be back this afternoon with a quite relaxed stream. Not that Motorsport Manager isn't that relaxed. What I'm worried about is annoying everyone who's because I'm not a massive... I don't really like Formula 1, I have to say. Watching Formula 1, I can't stand. It's just... There's something about it that annoys me. I'd rather watch like banger racing. And I think... I'm worried that when I play this, I'm just going to annoy every motorsport racing fan because of my knowledge is so poor. Anthony, come on, don't lose all those places. What are you doing? Not another one, Anthony. Come on, hold on. Good work. Yeah, the engine and stuff we're in so much trouble with. She's going to have parts replaced this race anyway. It's all a bit pointless. Good work with the censoring. So maybe we'll have a look at replacing drivers. Again, I just took her because we got her on a real cheap contract and I figured that was the best way to save money. But I guess what we're really saying is potentially you have to spend money to make money in this game, and to do that you you have to spend it on drivers. Okay, so I guess we're going to bring you in after this lap, right? And I guess we're going to put you on the longest stint we can put you on. Yeah, I mean, this is a concern, right? The amount of times I bring people in and forget to fill up or change tyres. Okay, and Gomez will leave you out for a little bit longer. I think we'll just leave you out for as long as we can. No, leave the names out. What we'll do is we'll have a look at the scouting and see. We'll see what we've got. We'll do it the right way rather than, you know, obviously the database. I guess that's my one issue with this game is the database doesn't change from what I can make out at the start. It's always the same drivers. It'd be nice to have like a randomized database option so you don't know who the drivers are. Okay, so you're into pit. I like the fact that we pit so early in comparison to everybody else. And I think we'll just put you on neutral both just to go for it. Gomez making up some time. Or at least some places. Okay, and the other thing I don't know is at what point the tyres drop off too much. Because obviously we've got a lot of fuel and some struggling tyres. So I guess pushing harder with the fuel and keeping the tyres on normal is wise. Okay, 2 cars crash. We just need another, 10? And we'll be good. And does that change for the tyre drop off of 15-20%? Does that change depending on the type of tyre? So is a super soft different to a soft, for example? Okay, I think we'll pit you after this lap. I guess we'll send you out on the same tyres. I think we're just going to have to see if we can get through a race without having to replace parts. All I know is from the first race of this season, everybody had to go in and replace parts. How are you getting on? You're miles behind everybody else, but you're the only one who's pitted. We need you to close the gap somewhat. I mean, the gap between us and them is huge. Rogers is in the pit. Come on. Come on. No. No good. Rogers is out of the pit. And 10 seconds in front of us. Yeah, I'd love to know how far behind I am. I mean, I think some of this will also be added to the fact that I'm as bad as I am. Why do they have to wait until the tyres have finished being changed before they do the fueling? I don't quite understand that. Why is that? Is that a real thing? Look at Gomez and Anthony fighting it out. Nice. Yeah, so us and Predator were the same, because obviously this is a custom team. So us and Predator, I think, were very, very similar in terms of where we start. And I quite like that. I like the idea of building it from the bottom and working my way up. But I guess the question is, do we send Gomez past Anthony? Oh, come on. How did you let him pass both of you? You two are rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. What's the bet they drive into each other and have a crash? Our car got to 201 miles an hour. Can you believe it? Oh, I see. So the same people change the tyres as change the fuel. So if we make our tyre changes quicker, we get refueling quicker, obviously. Okay, fair enough. We're so bad. I think this is why I stick to Football Manager. At least I understand football. Okay, so I think we're fine just to poodle along where we are. Everybody is pitted pretty much. I wonder if I should be working her tyres a little bit. Is the optimal spot for a tyre this medium section? Or is it towards the hot section? What's the... Like this one is split into two, so I'm guessing we should be in this top section here. Yeah, I think with everything like this, I think anything in these sorts of games, any knowledge that you have leading into it, it's not always the case, but any knowledge you have leading into a certain sport and rules and how things work benefit you in the long run. Just simply because of how the sport is, really. Understanding the difference between soft, super soft and medium tyres, and then internally in the game figuring out the math behind those is obviously quite key, and I'm never ever going to do that. No, come back. Come back. Okay. So we need to make sure we get round for another 4 laps, 5 laps at least to be able to do one more pit stop. Although I'm guessing this is going to look really bad. Oh God, we're going to have to replace those, aren't we? We've got no choice, I don't think, but to replace those. Yeah, racing games I can't really do unless they're like arcadey ones. And I generally use other cars for the cornering. Okay, Gomez. You got this. I don't think I've got any choice but to bring Anthony in and then bring her in and change parts. If I bring her in now, that means I've got to bring her in again. But since I'm changing parts, I don't suppose that matters. We're going to be in the pit stop for hours. Okay. Yeah, I remember playing this quite a lot when it first came out. And I remember not being as bad as I am now. I think it's just age. I think as you get older, things don't sink in as quick. Okay, I think we have to just leave you out for a little bit longer. I don't suppose it matters. Bringing her in now, we're not going to be... What, 11 laps, I suppose, isn't there? You know what? Things like that I don't really get is how long you've been out on the... is there a way of seeing this? How long someone's been out in the pit stop history? This must be it. So lap number 6. And what are we on now? How do I get back to the game? Okay. I think we're going to bring you in. And I don't think we've got any option but to fill you up. And... I guess we have to, right? There's a question around the engine, but I think we're going to try and keep the engine as is. Okay. We're going to replace everything in your car. We are starting to see other people have failing parts. That's what happened last race. Okay. So far behind everybody else. Okay, you. I guess we just have to hope for more people with crap cars. Yeah, that's the bit I'm surprised about. I'm surprised that the reliability just drops off a cliff at the start of every season. I get that teams struggle each season to find a car that suits all of the situation, and it's about getting the setup right. I get that, but what I don't quite understand is why every team starts with the same reliability. Surely at some point, you've picked apart from last season and you don't do that much work to it. You focus on engine, etc. Why would your brakes get worse? That doesn't make a huge amount of sense to me. It makes some sense that there's some deterioration, and that because engines have got better, you need better brakes and so on and so forth. But it seemed a bit weird to me. I get improving the performance, but I don't get the whole... oh crap, I wasn't looking at your tyres. I guess we need to bring you in. So this is the situation, right? We're on... There's 9 laps remaining after the pit stop. This will take us 11.57 laps. I still don't know whether it's worthwhile to say, well, let's go with that, because that's going to see us round. And I'm assuming running at a normal fuel or engine and tyre thing will just use the right amount of laps per fuel. Or is it beneficial to go like that and then boost up the speed? I think we're going to go with this and just use the tyres normally. I think we just go with this. That's going to get us round, right? 9 laps after, yeah, perfect. The question is, do we fix the brakes? Or the what is this? What is that I'm fixing? Is this the gearbox? Is that what that is? I guess I have to, right? That 500k. I've got to fix it. God damn it. Okay. Come on, Anthony. You can catch someone up, surely. Oh, you're being overtaken by someone with a dodgy engine. I'm guessing I shouldn't have let his tyres get down to... guessing I shouldn't let his tyres get down to 11%. I don't know. Right. You're going in for your pit stop. Yeah, Anthony's being lapped by everybody. Oh, look how slow it is to change a gearbox. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, come on. Unbelievable. Okay, so you guys are both just... You've got excess fuel. This is the other thing. It makes me push it with excess fuel, and then all of a sudden I've used too much fuel. So I guess really with this I should just wait until the last couple of laps and then burn it off if I need to, right? More pit stops coming up. Okay, Anthony. So what we're saying is realistically I can push this to high because of the excess fuel that we've got. I wish it would just show... I wish there was something that flagged when you've used the excess fuel. I wish you could set it so it automatically switches back down to normal when you flag the excess... You know, when you've used the excess fuel, you burn off that fuel. Because otherwise you miss it. And then all of a sudden, you've not got enough fuel to finish the race. How is Engelhart still on 1 lap? Or 1 pit stop, sorry. Got to come in this one, right? Go on, Anthony. He didn't retire. He didn't change anything. How was he? So he'd obviously lapped so far that he's still second after all of that, but didn't fix his car. Interesting. Okay. Good news is Santa Ana, sorry, has retired. So eventually, at some point, we might drive past her. Yeah, ignore that. We'll pretend that's nothing. Yeah, it's not so much the math that annoys me, it's the fact that you can go from excess fuel to having too little fuel in a lap or so, or less than that, by burning the fuel. And it's the fact that this doesn't flag that you've gone from excess fuel to normal fuel, if that makes sense. We're never going to go our sponsor's objective unless another, 10 cars drop out. Right. Anthony is somehow holding off 16th for now. I don't think that's going to last too long. Oh, and here comes someone overtaking us. Thanks, man. I wasn't paying any attention. But that's the thing, is that you just have to sit there watching this, and that annoys me. That annoys me too much, that you just have to sit here watching the whole thing. And I guess the other thing is you could burn for longer, because when they finish and they're a lap ahead, you just finish the lap you're on. Is that right? There's lots of cars that have smoke pouring out of the back. What's that all about? Engelhart has retired. What a numpty. The problem is, I don't think we're going to have enough laps to overtake him. What was he thinking? So did both of their cars just retire? Is that what happened? Oh no, you're pitting. What in the world is happening? I'd really like to overtake Engelhart as well. And that makes us better than the best team, right? We just need another 10 cars to drop out, and then we'll be on it. Look at Anthony and Gomez going for it. Look, we've got excess fuel as well. What are the chances? Not that this really makes any difference. No, I'll probably stick around for a couple more. We'll probably stick around. If you're heading off, you can always catch up. I'll put these up on YouTube. The first season is currently going out on YouTube on a Saturday. So if you want to catch up with how badly or well we did in the first season, that's where you'll find it. Oh, now we've got low fuel again. Good. think we're going to use almost perfect amount of fuel, look. I like that Gomez still can't get past her. Oh, there we go. Literally on the last corner. But you don't have to guarantee you'll watch them, buddy. It's not a problem. Right. Our second race of the season is done. It wasn't a spectacular one. It wasn't great. You know what I think I would like about this game? I would like it if I didn't have to do the race part. If I was just like the choose what to fix on the car and the rest of it. If the race was out of it and I just did the bits between, I think that's the bit I'd like. Okay, what have we got going on? Oh, come on, Lola. What were you thinking? What were you thinking? Right. So race 2 is done. We'll probably do another one, maybe another 2, depending on how time goes. That one was quite slow because I watched it all at normal speed. Okay. So what we're saying is potentially we need to get rid of you and replace you with someone better. She's pretty good with the feedback. Where's marketability? So 93%. Would I be better putting her in the cars? I suppose I should read the mail. Right. Yeah, we'll do an interview. She needs to button it. Shut up. Okay. Have I lost someone? Didn't we have people down here? I thought we had extra people. Okay, fine. Yeah, so I guess the question is, does marketability, does it only matter if they're driving? Oh, okay, only on the main driver, so I need to swap these round, really, is what we're saying, because of her marketability. Your marketability is 16%, not great. And %56%. So I think I can just... I mean, I know she's terrible, but I may as well... I haven't got to pay her any more money, really. And I'll leave you in the... yeah, I think we'll go with this. I don't want to pay money for them to leave. This is your chance. Oh, you better not disappoint me, love. Otherwise, I'm going to be very, very upset. And I guess that means maybe we'll get a new... Hello? Do I take the 1.25 million? That's the question. I'm probably not going to get better than that. I think I do it. We need the money. And then we'll see what comes in for this. Okay, fine. So you're working on an engine. You guys are fixing things. Okay, let's just keep going. You're working on the reliability of these parts. Another £1 million up front. I think that feels like a wise idea, right? Condor Telecoms, welcome aboard. See you, buddy. Thank you very much for sticking around and for the tips. I very much appreciate it. We finished both repairing both cars. Yeah, fine. Stay safe as well. Right. Designing engine finished almost. Okay, so I guess we'll improve you. I guess we improve you for now. Did I just see that had got switched around? We've almost got one car that we can potentially get round a whole race without having to replace parts. That's insane. Okay, now the engine is done. Okay, so we need to, I guess, remove you, put you in there to improve this. And we do break the rules. Do we want to design another engine part? Probably not. I mean, this one doesn't break the rules, which would be quite nice, but I think we just stick with the one that's broken and that's breaking rules and see what happens. Oh, I didn't realise you could put two of the first ones on. That's quite interesting. Let's just go back to my car. Where is my car? So we've got one set of brakes which are okay, 120. We've got an engine which we know needs work and is breaking the rules. Gearbox is pretty terrible, as is the suspension. So I think any of these other things. Let's go with the suspension. I guess. I mean, having that extra reliability would be nice. But then boosting everything up doesn't give us a huge boost. I think we're going to go with this. Okay. Another 900k down the drain. Right. We're not great. Right, okay. Got a vote coming up.